Willie D Live.
How did this laid back, relaxed type of persona or just mentality that you have come about? Was this something is there somebody that you could look at when you were growing up and say, like, and that person like kind of like influenced, how you move? Or was this just,
Excuse me.
is this just something that developed naturally, or was this something you said, like
Man.
you grew into?
Yeah, no, that was Dog. Snoop was the influence all the way around. As I grew up, when I was young, that was one thing. But once Snoop came into my life, he really shaped the man. You know what I'm saying? He shaped how I upheld myself, my demeanor. You know what I mean? You know, one of the things he taught me and my brother Draws taught me, which is, you're a man first. You Ricardo Brown first. Everything else is after that. Kurupt, everything else, that's after that. But first, you're a man. You Ricardo Brown first. And, first impressions are everything. You know what I'm saying? So Dog was the main thing that I saw, that I felt that this is the demeanor that I want to have. I just love the way Dog just was laid back. He was posted. He was kicking it. He wasn't real flamboyant. He was just Snoop. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that's how I'm gonna be when I grow up. Be just like that. You know what I'm saying? Just relaxed, laid back. We ain't gotta be all loud to get our point across. And that was the West Coast in me, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been on the West Coast since I was 16. I'm 52, so I spent the majority of my life on the West Coast. So I was like 16, 17. And then, from birth to 16, 17 was Philly, which taught me my skills. But my growth as a man came from the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? And also my father. My father taught me that, you got to work hard to get what you want. It's a million of you out there. What makes you different than everybody else? And I was like, I don't know, Pop. I'm better than everybody else. I'm the greatest. That's it, hands down. So I don't know, Pop. He's like, well, these other guys think they're the greatest, And I said, you're right, Pop. They think they're the greatest. I know I'm the greatest. Well, boy, you need to get a job, have a backup plan just in case this don't work. You got to work hard. So I took that and utilized it in my career. That even though, I feel that I'm greater than everybody else, I know I'm better than everybody else. That don't mean I don't have to work just as hard as everybody else. That's what I took from what my father told me. So I made sure that I worked hard and I just stayed on my A game and just made sure that I was top of the line whenever I had to get on the mic, or whenever Dr. Dre would say, okay, this is the record, Kurupt, I made sure I delivered. I made sure that I worked hard on my rhyme. I made sure that I had fun with it. Dr. Dre and Snoop taught me to have fun with it. You could really put a lot of concentration in something, but if you ain't enjoying yourself, what is it?